Hey guys, welcome to another analysis on the channel. Today I'm gonna talk about Haas and Christiansen. So we're gonna start with Haas. By the way, after the analysis is over, I'm gonna show you your rating of the players and what is my rating for them. If you want to be a part of these ratings, you can join my Discord. There we don't have only the ratings, we have the news, we have so you can join the Discord for the news, you can join the Telegram channel for the news, whatever you want. Either way, Haas comes with a team skill that gives everyone 25% if you use 5 or more skill type non-Japanese players, and he's a catch killer, so his stats rise by 30% when an opponent selects catch. Special skills are technical volley with 480 momentum, notorious duo with 455, high speed slalom with 455, and sudden boost interception with 440. Hidden skills are bond with 3 or more non-Japanese players that debuffs your opponent by 7.5%. Special skills force up 10%, so that's always active. That's why you see on the left side here everything is already activated. Stamina killer, so your opponent needs to use 35% more stamina when they're matched up with him, including the goalkeeper, which is absolutely ridiculous. And he has a skill block cancel, so he will cancel up to 2 special skill blocks used against him. Defensively, he is absolutely whatever, so we're not gonna waste time and talk about that, because he's gonna be easy to pass over, even by most defenders today, because defenders, they can really pass, you know. I mean, he doesn't have a better pass, right? Yeah, so that sucks. 1-2 is nothing special, so it's whatever. Dribble is nothing special, it's whatever. Shoot against punch, he's not gonna score against anyone. Then you can just go with a punch with most goalkeepers and it's gonna be enough to save it. Against catch, he becomes really dangerous, so 105, you have to give him an overhead, you have to give him a high header that is on his other gacha version. So he comes with a volleys, which is kind of ridiculous, but okay, because he's very good on high ball, so he receives another 25 on top of that momentum only on high ball. So that's why you see the feint jumping volley is actually stronger, and it's actually much stronger in the game. Haas receives a 10% bonus from Christiansen when he passes to him, so let's just see fast how that looks with that 10%. Of course, really strong, but again, your opponent needs to go with a catch, and basically this guy cannot basically do anything. And the thing that I said, that 10% that he gets from Christiansen, and Christiansen has only 10% for him, which is basically whatever, because we got Pepe that gives 10% to any club player he passes to. So it's, you know, this is kind of shittier version of Natureza and Pepe, if you ask me, because I'm saying Natureza because Natureza is green, you know. Obviously this guy can be stronger than Natureza, but it's not by a lot. Natureza is really strong there, they're really close, and Natureza is like that against punchers, catchers and stuff, so I don't really see the purpose of this guy. It's kind of whatever. You rated this guy, let me see. So you rated him 7.2. I think that's fair, because he cannot dribble, cannot pass, cannot do anything else but shoot, and he's only a catch killer. I'm gonna take the liberty and actually give him 6.5. I don't believe he goes over that. He's not even in the terms of platinum one of the guys that can be, you know. Of course, when you observe the debuff team, they don't have much forwards that you know, that can do anything. You know, I would rather just use a buff shooter like Victorino or the Twin in the debuff team, and that's basically it, because Victorino and the Twins just obliterate anyone. So it's just whatever, you know. It's, as I said, my rating is 6.5. I don't think he deserves more. I think debuff will get much better forwards. This guy is good, I guess, for the regular gacha. Maybe you get him if you want to test a debuff team, you can do it with him and stuff like that. I don't see him be used too much in debuff, in like superstar or something. I would rather, as I said, use both twins and everyone else, you know, debuffs, and that's basically it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna switch this to my rating. My rating is 6.5. I think he sucks. That's basically it. Let's talk about Christiansen. Christiansen comes with team skill that gives everyone 25% if you use 5 or more agility type non-Japanese players, and he's a defender and defensive midfielder killer, so his stats rise by 20% versus those. Special skills are SRL cross with 455 momentum, a quick feint dribble with 440, nibble sliding with 450, and vivid intercept with 450. I mean, this guy is really valuable just because of his special skills, because he basically comes with all the special skills that are the best for him, so including a new tackle and intercept, so thumbs up for that. Hidden skills are bond with 3 or more non-Japanese players that debuffs your opponent by 7.5%, exactly like Haas. High ballers, so center kick will always be a high ball. Haas needs that. Direct hotline, so he gives, as I said, 10% to Haas when he passes to him. Auto intercept reduce, so minus 35% chance of activation opponent on defender, and defensive midfielder special skills by auto intercept with the hands. Pepe has 50%, so as I said, you know, these guys look like weaker versions, or much weaker versions of that. And stamina killer, so minus 35% to opponent stamina cost when matched up. Anything, these guys have advantage over Natureza and Pepe. If you observe those two against these two, is like that stamina killer, both of them. They're gonna be really annoying with that, so I'm not saying that's something that will push them in Superstar. I would rather use a guy that can score on anyone, on puncher and the catcher. Like I said, maybe use a debuff twin from before, just anyone, and put one of the twins up there and just spam the shots with him. I would rather do that than basically use these guys, you know, because you don't want to waste stamina, you want to score, you know, you don't want to waste stamina, you just want to shoot and score. And in this meta you can do that with Rino and the twins, so better just ignore these guys. So as I said, I'm gonna continue talking about them, so whatever. Against forwards and anyone else but the defenders and defensive midfielders, he is whatever. So 65 dribble, 68 pass, 68 tackle, and 68 interception. Unfortunately, no 69s today, so really close on all terms, which is really sad. But yeah, I mean, Saki, nothing special. Against defenders and defensive midfielders, he is a good dribbler, good passer, and defensively he looks really great. So, but you know, those are, in this meta, attacking midfielders are the one that you know, do those critical passes, so he's not gonna stop them, you know. He doesn't have skill block cancel, so let's say Zidane will completely just whatever on him. Rivol, like I'm talking about those guys because those guys are meta attacking midfielders that most teams use. So, you know, this guy is a debuff, so he fits in a different team than the other guys, but I mean, he's not bad, you know. I mean, Haas is not bad too. I believe this guy has more advantage than Haas. Obviously they come together, so it's kind of worthless, but he has more advantage because he can actually be used as a winger. He's gonna be missing 1-2 if you use someone else than Haas up there, but if you match up with a defensive midfielder or a defender, he is really strong, and if your opponent doesn't have any shields, no one is gonna stop his dribble or a pass, so, you know, that's what I'm saying. Plus that stamina killer, as I said, is really annoying. So he looks like a great winger. He would be excellent if Haas was better, but you know, Haas is only a catch killer, and basically we don't need, like, Espadas is a puncher. Most of the goalkeepers can basically just go with a punch and save that from Haas. considering you have enough shields, you know, and you're not debuffed. When you're debuffed, you know, you can just score against anyone. And if your opponent doesn't have any shields, which you saw in my streams, like if I don't put some shields on, basically every matchup is like 80% success, even if you win the right action. So even if you do the right thing, so it's kind of whatever. But in a debuff team, obviously, I think there's much better options, even non-debuff players to use instead of these two guys. So I mean, as I said, he would be much more valuable if Haas was better, because he has a direct hotline only for Haas. If he had a direct hotline for G23 players, I would say okay, you know, excellent, but it's not like that, so it's whatever, you know, because Haas is whatever. Yeah, I mean, he's a nuker against cage killers, and this guy supports him. That's it. He's a nuker against catchers, and this guy supports him. That's what I wanted to say. So let me see, how did you guys rate Christiansen? You rated him 7.5. My rating is gonna be strictly related to the rating I gave Haas, because without Haas, this guy loses much of his value. 1-2, you need a winger for 1-2. He's not a central forward, obviously, because he cannot score. He needs a 1-2, and you need to use Haas there. So basically, if you use this guy on a wing, you need 1-2, and you must use Haas there. Which is kind of, I mean, you can basically do this like you put Haas in the middle. On one side you go with Victorino, because he can score against anyone, and in the middle you go, and on the sides you go with Christiansen. Obviously in the middle I said Haas. So I mean, you can make it work. I'm not saying you can't, but I think you just better go with Victorino in the middle, even in a debuff team, or just one of the twins and stuff like that. So my rating for this guy is gonna be 7. I think he's good. He would be, as I said, much better if Haas was better. If Haas was not only a catch killer. If Haas was like around 100 against anyone, I would say okay, you know, that's pretty nice, you know, because both of them are debuffs, debuffers in a debuff team, huge debuff team, they can kill anyone. But, you know, espadas and basically, as I said, most goalkeepers can just go with punch and save that, because Haas is not really strong against the punchers. So, you know, it's that huge boost he has, like 35% against catchers, so it's like whatever. Yeah, my rating is gonna be 7 for him. I mean, if you use them, if you rely on them, if you rely on, let's say, another winger on the sides. But like I said, you need a winger that either has a penalty area master. That's a perfect winger, you know, like in before we had Karl-Heinz Schneider. For that, he was brilliant there. Pierre was absolutely beautiful as a winger. Now we have Victorino, who is the best winger in the game, and probably center forward is the best for the twins. I mean, debuffers still don't have that nukers up there that fit in a debuff team, but they don't need to, you know, they just need to put someone up there that Victorino or the twins that can basically kill anyone, because those three are the ones that are on the top of the food chain right now for forwards, and they're nowhere close. So basically you rather go with them up front, and that's it, even if you use a debuff team. I mean, you have nothing to cry about if you use a debuff team, because that team is already freaking ridiculous, and it's so easy to create chances, especially for the likes of Victorino if he's in a debuff team. Just debuff your opponent, go with 1-2 and shoot, and you basically have 95% chance to score against anyone if your opponent doesn't have shields. So it's like whatever, you know, I'm not crying for you on anything, you know. You're fine, you're gonna be fine, but I'm sure you're gonna get much better debuffers as a forwards in the next 1 month, and especially in the next 2 months. So I would say, you know, that's why I rated them so low, because they're really close to anniversary and they're nothing special in terms of numbers numbers considering what we have today. If you went for them and if you got them, if you use them, if you love them, okay, congratulations. If not, you know, just save your DBs and for something better. I'm sure you're gonna get something better than this one, but yeah, they're not bad. As I said, I like much more Christiansen because if Haas was much more versatile, both of them will be broken. This is kind of whatever. So my advice is wait for anniversary or one of these banners next month this month is gonna be so freaking awesome. So we got great news today. We have something to look forward. On Friday we have great releases, so I'm very excited as you guys are. I'm gonna call you once again, join my Discord if you want to be a part of these ratings. You can even comment on that, like down there, if you wanna, you know, express your opinion about something. But that's basically it. If you like this video, like it. If you didn't like it, fuck it, write down in the comments below, whatever, as I said, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.